Back once again. Back once again. Back once again. You are back once again with the Renegade Master. Anyway, welcome back once again to the channel of Major Look 92, the Shaman of Gaming. Today I will be starting my Let's Play on Deus Ex, Human Revolution, just as I promised. It might be up a little bit later than I'd promised, but, you know, I'm still going to get it out there. And yeah, so I've already played this game for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours last night. Get a bit of experience so I can maybe, you know, get through some of the parts quicker, so it's not as boring. Secondly, I was thinking of skipping this whole first episode out because pretty much because my YouTube account hasn't been passed for, you know, 15-minute videos yet, the whole like 14 minutes and whatever is pretty much going to be cut up by cutscenes. But these cutscenes, from what I've seen so far, are gorgeous. The graphics are really crisp. You don't see them as much in this because there's not really that much to look at, except for the smoke's quite impressive. But some of the cutscenes later, and there doesn't seem to be any flaws in the graphics from what I can see. This game, I've been impressed by it so far. You know, in the short space of time that I've had it and I've played it. Yep, I've not really found anything that I dislike. You know, the frame rate's quick, the graphics are good, gameplay's good. I really like some of the dynamics, some of the stuff you can unlock. It's yeah, I've been impressed so far. If I could sort of compare it to anything, it's a strange mixture of I call it a first-person version of a mix between Mass Effect and Metal Gear Solid. If you can picture that. I think you might understand what I mean though. Even the first area that you sort of start, you know, fighting in, it looks similar to the area that you start in Mass Effect 2 actually. But yeah, that's what I'd compare it to. But as you can see, the graphics in these cutscenes are they're phenomenal, they're really good. And
with all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details.
I'll leave you with these for a minute so you can hear some of the dialogue.
No, we won't be going through the terminal. It's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
Something wrong?
No, not for me it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the
Let's get it
I don't know how I found
on.
it.
Would you smash it?
Megan, we're leaving for DC and Adam, you're there. Good, good.
You need something, boss?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave.
It's interesting actually. It's a bit of a cliche what
Almost David. We're just rechecking data.
you know, the creators of this game
make it
actually
snap.
said in OXM that I read.
Be in Washington
It's a bit of a
before you
cliche,
get
like I said.
down with all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
They mentioned that apparently every choice that you make, moral choice,
When he does that.
that you make in this
Come
game,
on. I'll walk you part way.
you know, will affect something somewhere along the line. But in this game, it's not a cliche. It's true. Even this bit where you have to go up and see your boss. If you take too long, it'll change the outcome of the next part. I'm not going to give anything away, but it changes the outcome. Here you go. I'll have a look at this newspaper. You can scroll down, read that. It's Washington braces for historic augmentation hearings. Picture of the iBot there at the top. And that's basically about all the augmentation processes and, you know, how it works. Over here, I believe there's like an iPad looking thing. DNA analysis of sample taken shows unusually high presence of mutagenic chemicals in the primary strand. These don't appear to be harmful, however in fact X appears to be healthier and more resilient to infection than most subjects of a similar age and ethnic background. Although admittedly this is based on personal observation only, access to X's medical files and history is not possible at this time. More interesting... Oh, fuck off. Right, let's talk to her again. See if she's got anything interesting to say this time. Well, this little uncontrollable walkthrough, it just sort of walks you through. You can look about, similar to the Pentagon mission in Black Ops. But like I said, everything, the attention to detail and the graphics on this game, I'm really impressed by it. You know, there's a guy to my left there with an incredibly tight hood, and it's sort of strange, but you know, and you can see the creases in the fabric and everything. They're really focused on down to the T. Like the shadows are really nicely put together, and you know, the colours are bright and, you know, bright where they need to be, dark where they need to be. And like I said, I've not really seen any flaws in the graphics so far, and I hope I don't, because I've really enjoyed what I played of it so far. I mean, this is the very beginning, obviously, because I wanted to come back and do the video, but I played like the first main mission last night, and some of the stuff you can do on it's really, really amazing. Someone getting circumcised off to my left-hand side. Please keep your hands inside the vehicle. As we look to our right-hand side, there's a pair of robotic legs running on a treadmill next to a very camp man in a red tracksuit. There's the most clumsy man in the world, dropping some expensive boxes like a cock.
Nia, you almost ready?
Washington?
There's a woman showing some blackitude.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General.
No, this guy is the first guy you actually see the augmentations actually on somebody. You know, you can see on his left arm there, he's got some weird little lines. Just sort of looks like vines going down his arm.
But I've improved its design using shaped micro.
Like I say, it's just I do enjoy these little these walkthroughs where you can sort of look about.
Watch. Go ahead.
Watch this. And as FPS Russia would say, you have very bad day.
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those things.
You're missing the point. Defense contracts keep us afloat, but neural augmentations that make you think faster react quicker. They can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah, he is a talker.
He's a good man.
I wish you weren't a fucking talker. I just want to get on with it.
No, I like everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, getting in a tight space. Those cameras weren't there. She's even presenting herself there, look.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick.
When I get that feeling, I'm on sexual healing.
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you were going to.
Yeah.
Till my cum hits the ceiling.
Me too.
Too much?
There's a lot of things. Adam, there's something I...
Ooh.
Good
And
evening.
there's Uncle Knobhead coming into the left.
So, are we all ready for the trip?
There's Farida. I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
Sure.
You cock.
Did I interrupt something, Jen?
Of course you did. I was trying to slip her one.
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find a loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did.
I wanted to plug her loophole, but then he
Oh,
came
wait,
in.
I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised.
Right.
Sorry.
Get out my face.
Athena. She wants me to show her how to track our scientists in
Like I say, this first episode is going to be,
in case your security
ooh, tit.
in Washington.
Anyway, this first episode is probably going to be quite, you know, maybe not very entertaining. Some people will want to see this anyway. I was thinking of, like I said earlier, I think I mentioned it, I was thinking of just cutting this whole episode out and getting straight into the action, but I realised that, you know, you'd be missing out on the beginning and basically setting up the rest of the game.
Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there. Big day for us tomorrow. Everything in place?
Oh, there's his augment on his right arm.
Escort us to the hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
Oh, All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible. All those purists out there accusing us of tampering with the natural order, when all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA. It's safer and easier than anything you Darrow ever did.
Ooh.
Environmental malfunction. Laboratory subsection 6. All lab chiefs, please report in.
We better not take any chances. Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
Let me know what you find.
He sounds like somebody, actually. The main character out of this. He sounds like somebody else out of the game, but I'm not sure who. If anybody knows, leave a comment, because that'll probably annoy me now. I believe it's 0451. I believe in anything I love. Anyway.
Pritchard, where's Megan? She reported in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn.
But from
Oh,
what?
serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
Dun dun dun.
The intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jetson.
That's what I'm trying to do if this fucking lift will hurry up.
Pritchard? Pritchard?
And here we go, we're actually got a gun in our hands now. There's the cover system. I quite like it actually. It's got that Mass Effect sort of feel about the cover system. One thing that's quite hard to get used to is the ADS aim down sight is toggling the right analog stick. It's quite hard to get used to, but you know, you don't have to hold another button to hold it up, which is quite helpful. But you can't change it, so you have to get used to it. I suppose that's a little bit of a downside. I'll pull out my weapon there. I like it with the way the steam comes out. That's what she said. As I drag this guy around in a circle for the fun of it. I'll sprint down here. I think I'll just cut this first episode off just as I'm about to get into the first combat situation. Wow. Arnie showed up. I wonder how I'm gonna get out of this room. This is like what I was saying. This is the sort of thing that reminds me of Metal Gear Solid crawling through vents. Any Metal Gear Solid fans will know what I mean there. There you go, drop out here. Oh, the fires, you know, I just can't find any flaws in the graphics so far. Everything looks pretty much, you know, spot on. You see the damage done. Deserved it. You can even do this. I'm joking. I'm joking. Right, this is where the first combat situation, I think, starts. Through this door. So we'll cut this episode off here, and I'll start the second episode off nice and fresh with the combat situation straight off. If you want to skip this episode, I'm fine with that. You can get straight into the action. I know some people prefer that, and hopefully you'll come back for episode 2.